There are bad seeds. Seeds infused with a distilled and pure form of evil. Michael Myers is one such seed. When he took his sister's life, police found a silent boy dressed as a clown at the scene. Sending Michael to a mental institution was a feeble attempt to save the child. Unsuccessful therapy and nightly screams made him even more introverted and deranged. People hoped that Michael Myers would end up a parenthesis, forgotten and buried, slowly rotting away. But then he escaped. Wait. Is that it? That can't be it, right? Hold on. There's gotta be more. Is that all they got for this guy? Really? Fine. I'll do it myself. Michael Myers. A name you have undoubtedly heard before. The kid who murdered his older sister with no motive. No remorse. No emotion. Institutionalized, doctors tried getting anything out of him. Years they studied Michael Myers, find reason into why he would do such thing. Does he have any regrets? Does he feel anything at all? One day he escaped confinement and returned to Haddonfield during Halloween, where he stalked new victims. Silently, with no urgency and with no reason to kill. After terrible events we learned that this man... No, he's not a man. He only has the shape of one. He is... evil itself. He bleeds but doesn't get hurt. He falls from great heights but doesn't break. He gets shot, burned alive, everything that would kill anything. Yet every single Halloween, it returns. So when an evil entity found out about Michael Myers, it didn't need to convince, it didn't need to corrupt, it didn't need to ask or demand anything. All it had to do was open up the black fog, show him all the freedom he could have. And he walked straight in. Welcome to Should You Play the Shape. Well, let's get right into it. Do I still do the sup, the shape, or don't I do that anymore? I don't know. Anyways, for his design, is this scary? Is this dude, does he look cool or anything? For his design, it's Michael Myers. Michael Myers design. I've never really been a fan of. It's just a dude in a mask with some overalls. Well, I'm not sure if they're overalls. Yeah, I never really got the appeal of Michael Myers. Never thought he was that scary. I always thought it was just a little weird and stuff. So with design, it's not that much. I know it's somebody do. Now for his chase music. The way chase music works, it's in 4 layers. The 4th layer is the first away, it's 32 meters. The 3rd layer is the second first away, it's 16 meters. The 2nd layer is 8 meters. And the 1st layer is when they're in chase right behind your ways and you gotta run for your life. And you know, he walks very slowly. So I guess no matter how fast you run, he'll catch up to you. Now right off the bat, it's a bit older, this one. How old is this? This is 80 years ago, bro. Jesus Christ. So if terror rate is 1 through 3, and they have chase 1 and 2, so I'm a little confused on that, but hey, I'm just gonna do it as if it's like 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It's very Michael Myers. Dun, 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 dun. Pretty intense as well. I don't see a difference on the second. I think the 3rd layer has a more intense to it again. It's like a tree. It's and some other things. It's really good actually. Now the chase has a ting ding 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 ding. So really intense. It really fits Michael Myers well, and I think it fits really well in Dead by Daylight as well. I think they did an extraordinary job on this. I think he has a very good chase music for who he is, and you know, the environment of the game and all. I think that's really good. Now for his power, I'm not gonna discuss his old power because that's gone for now. But his new power. Pow. So I'm at the point where I'm gonna go over his powers, and I just realized I don't think in one single video of Should You Play did I go over the perks. Well, I guess so far it's only been free characters that you possibly could buy with real money, but you can't get them for free as I did. Let's try and go over the perks for the guys you have to buy with real money, just because, you know, that's an extra thing you're not gonna get for free. I mean, you probably could get it for free, but it's just, 2,000 iridescent shards per perk. That's 6,000 each. Yeah, no, that's not worth it. Alright, I'll quickly go over them now. And then you guys can tell me like, oh, should I go over the perks or not? Because you can also just kind of look that up. Or if you're not interested in the perks, you can let me know that as well. So the perks are Dying Light. You become obsessed with a survivor. Your obsession gains 33% action speed bonus to unhooking and healing other survivors. So that's a bonus they get. Each time you hook a survivor other than the obsession, if the obsession is alive, all survivors who are not the obsession get 3% penalty to repair, healing, and sabotage speeds for each token. So I think you can technically get 3, 6, 9 tokens. Nimes. Well, theoretically you can get 9 tokens with a total of, I guess, 27% penalty. But one guy gets a 33% bonus, so that's, I don't know. But it's for each survivor alive. But you know, each 3 hooks, theoretically speaking, if you kill the survivor and tunnel them, that's one less to have. So the more you kill, actually, the less good it is. But you know, whatever. Play with your food. You become obsessed with non-survivor. Every time you chase your obsession and let them escape, you receive a token up to a maximum of 3 tokens. For each token you have 5% haste for a total of 15%. Performing a basic attack or special attack spends 1 token, however. Save the best for last. You become obsessed with 1 survivor. Earn a token for each successful basic attack that is not dealt to the obsession. Each token grants a stackable 4% decreased successful basic attack cooldown. You can earn up to 8 tokens. So every time you hit someone that is not the obsession, you get a 4% decreased cooldown up to 8 tokens. So what is that? 4 times 8. That's 32%. You have a 32% basic attack cooldown, which is pretty good, I guess. But when you hit the obsession with a basic attack or special attack, you lose 2 tokens. You cannot gain tokens as long as your obsession is sacrificed or killed. Overall, not too bad. Anyways, for his power. So you have a special mode, Stalker. The shape moves slowly and is undetectable. That's pretty good. In Stalker mode, press and hold the power button to stalk a nearby survivor and fill the stalk meter. When the stalk meter is full, Evil Incarnate mode is unlocked. The special mode, Evil Incarnate. The shape's terror radius is increased to 32 meters. Vault, break, and stun recovery speeds are increased. Survivors have reached the second hook stage can be killed. Evil Incarnate mode ends after 60 seconds. Special mode, Pursuer. The shape moves quickly and has a 16 meter terror radius. Vault, break, lunge, and stun recovery speeds are increased. Honestly, I don't use Pursuer too much. I mostly use Stalker and then change to Evil Incarnate. But maybe I'm just not that good with the shape yet, I don't know. Special ability, Slaughtering Strike. In Evil Incarnate mode, hold the power button to charge a Slaughtering Strike and press the attack button to unleash it. The longer the power button is held, the more distance on the attack. Survivors hit by Slaughtering Strike are downed, even if healthy. So mainly what most shapes do is they use Stalker to get enough points for Evil Incarnate, then they activate that, and then they use the Slaughtering Strike to down enemies right away. Sorry for the fan noises, by the way. Anyways, you can switch between Pursuer mode. I'm right now in Stalk mode, so I can walk slower and stalk enemies. You know, the noise will all change. And once there is an enemy, a survivor, in sight, you will see them light up. That's when you're stalking them and actively getting points towards your abilities. So now it's full, and I can activate it on command by pressing Control on PC. When I do that, it will activate for 60 seconds. You have to wait first for the animation. You can hold the Slaughtering Strike. Now it's at its fullest, which means you can go the furthest. And if you hit a survivor, ka-chow, they're down on the ground. So you hold it as long as you can usually, and then try to go as far as you can. Which, you know, is a pretty good distance. You can also just normal attack as well. Let's see if I can hit something here. That's pretty far. And I still got him. So that's really good about this guy. I don't think I can cancel the ability early. I think if you hold this fully, and then at the end, right before it ends, you can still use it probably to its fullest. Even though the power is over. Now I'm in Stalker mode, so they don't have a terror radius. They don't know where I'm at. I'm gonna try and go Pursuer mode, so I walk faster now, and I have a 16 meter terror radius. But I can't stalk right now. It's mostly for chases and downing pallets and vaulting and stuff. I went to Stalker mode, so I can stalk and get some points. But let's go to Never mind, I did that next. Also, forgot to tell you, it breaks pallets. And you can walk even when you're still in a slow animation. It's great for closing distances. You can turn this camera angle pretty hard as well. I also think you have faster vaulting and breaking pallets and stuff while in this mode. If your bar is full, you can't change to Pursuer mode because, you know, you're just gonna change to Evil Within. Let's see here. Bum bum. Now in Stalker mode. Pursuer mode is about 10 milliseconds faster. Did feel a bit slower. I also believe, I'm not sure if that's still the case, they might have changed this, but I believe the closer you are, the more points you get for stalking. Although I'm not entirely sure of that. You can even stalk them through small gaps sometimes. And like I said, even when you hit the pallet, you'll still be moving after you break it. Look at this distance. Anyways, I think that's pretty much most of it. 2, 3, 4. It takes about 4 or 5 seconds to get it back. So right now I'm stalking mode. Right now I'm Pursuer mode. Pursuer mode was about half a second faster vaulting. There we go. This is Pursuer mode. Okay, Stalker mode. I honestly can't really tell a difference. Okay, sorry I moved over here now. So for my overall thoughts, should you play this guy? Well, in my very most honest opinion, I think it's not that bad if you miss out. If you like stalking people and then going to Pursuer mode, or if you'll incarnate and use your striking ability, sure you could go try him out, but if you need to save money and stuff, it's not that much of a chapter that it's not too bad to miss out on, you know? Anyways, I kinda saw it coming that he would leave when they announced the other game. There was like a Halloween game, and I told my girlfriend they're probably gonna remove him from Dead by Daylight then, which they are, and the game might do bad and not make them enough money, and then they realize like, oh, we're not having that much money anymore, maybe we're gonna try to go back to Dead by Daylight or something, and they might return. I don't know, we'll see. It's a bit sad that things like this happen, of course, but you know, too bad. Anyways, next one's gonna be the Plague. I know I said that like 2 or 3 times now. But you know, there's a new killer, then the killer is gonna be removed from the game, so I have to do an emergency should you play, and subscribe.